Hey guys, how's it going? It's Epic and this is a FIFA 18 experiment. The FIFA 17 experiments were the videos that built up my channel, so I thought I'd go back to an experiment today. But this time, now the new game is finally being released on the 29th, I'm going to go and make an experiment. And here we are. I'm going to revisit one I did last year, which was, I think, 20 best teams in the world into the Premier League. That got over 200,000 views. But instead of doing it on FIFA 17, I'm doing it on FIFA 18 with all new transfers, new player stats, and maybe EA have been watching some of my previous videos and changed the way the algorithm works and maybe change how it simulates the matches. That might make things really interesting. So, what I've done is I put 4 teams from each nation that I feel like is probably going to be the best in terms of current squads, how what I've done in previous years in Europe, in their own league, and what they're doing right now. And so that's going to be quite an interesting selection of teams, 20 teams. Let's see how they faced. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below any other ideas. Anyway, let's start the experiments. So after season 1, Spurs, they're top. On goal difference though, not on points, but still, Manchester United only 4 goal difference behind Spurs. And you've got Juventus and Barcelona making up the top 4 going into the Champions League next season. Bayern Munich make it into Europa League. You've got Manchester City, Real Madrid coming out of the top 4. I was expecting Real Madrid to be higher, especially higher than Spurs, but that's how it is. Chelsea, again, I'd expect them to be higher than Spurs. Sevilla didn't do too bad, ahead of PSG 11th, even though they have Neymar. They still can't seem to do very well in the league against the other teams. And towards the bottom then, you've got Leipzig. I was expecting Leipzig to be a little bit higher, maybe. And Roma as well. I was expecting Roma to be a little bit higher. FA Cup then, and Barcelona beat Chelsea. But then we have the Carabao Cup. I mean, yeah, the EFL Cup, the Capital One Cup, the Carabao Cup. It doesn't really sound that great to me, but Bayern Munich win that 2-0 against Napoli. Okay, then Deulofeu doing a little bit better than he does in real life. 22 goals, 20 for Dybala, Lukaku and Manchester United gets 18. And Harry Kane, who I think is... the manager's saying that he's basically better than Ronaldo right now, or something like that. I was going to be better than Ronaldo. Only comes 4th, so at the moment, he's not better than Ronaldo. What's going on? Messi then gets top 10 assists. Royce with 8. Ronaldo coming 3rd, joint with Hazard. Alright then, De Gea smashes it 14. Neuer, who I think is probably the best keeper in the world, probably I'd say in real life, only gets 11, joint with Lloris, who also gets 11. Okay then, season 2, and I'm going to show you for one of the seasons, I'm going to show you the championship. Now that these teams have been relegated, I want to see how well they would do. Would they completely dominate? Well, Nice and Roma definitely did. Leipzig, they just scraped through. Okay then, this time not Spurs, a German top 2. Atletico much higher in 3rd, with Barcelona again. Well, they're 4th last year as well. They're doing an Arsenal at this point, aren't they? They're doing an absolute Arsenal. Manchester City then take up Bayern's spot from last year. You got Spurs only coming 7th this time. They won the league last year. Real Madrid again 9th. Juventus were 3rd last year, I think, and now the 10th. And Paris still 11th. And the teams going down then, so you've got Leeds, United, Fulham and Norwich. That means then that Leipzig are still in the championship for this season, but hopefully at some point they'll back up to the Premier League again. Okay, and so in the FA Cup, Inter Milan win it. They actually beat Bayern Munich, which is quite interesting. You would not expect that. I think Bayern Munich have got a better team in terms of the actual players themselves. Real Madrid, after quite a poor performance in the league for the last couple of seasons, they win it and they get a trophy. Atletico win the Super Cup, Juventus win the Champions League, and Bayern Munich win the Europa League. Well done to them. Okay then, Dembele, the young winger, getting 20 goals. Dybala again 2nd with 19. Willian getting the 3rd spot this time. And Muller gets 12 assists. Where's Messi this time? Not doing as well, only getting 6. And then Neuer, who I think is probably the best keeper in the world, gets 15. So very, very good. Alright, then I thought I'd show you the top 3 most expensive transfers relating to these clubs I've put into the Premier League right now at the end of every season. So Belletti getting a £72 million transfer to Real Madrid. Mbappe, the 20-year-old, 55 million. A little bit different than real life, just to say that. And Laporte gets a transfer to Manchester City for a very similar value. Alright then, Spurs. Again, what is going on? They've won it by 11 points. This is not right, EA. They should not be top by 11 points. Why are they so good? I don't understand. What's going on? Bayern Munich then comes second. They won it last year, so not too bad for the last 2 years. Manchester United back in for the top 4. And Napoli there. Paris are doing much better. And now Barcelona have finally been knocked out of top 4. Go down a bit further. And Real Madrid 12th place. What is going on? Wolves get bottom. And Nice and Monaco double their points. Alright then, Inter win the Community Shield. Juventus win the FA Cup against Cardiff. Well done to Cardiff for getting through to the final. If you're a Cardiff fan, hit that like button right now. In the Carabao Cup, the best name ever for a cup. Chelsea win it 1-0. Quite a boring scoreline against Manchester United. Juventus are kings of Europe. Atletico win the Champions League against the German side at Dortmund, with Real Madrid winning yet another trophy. Neymar finally showing his true potential, getting 21 goals. A massive gap then to Lewandowski with 15, and Son also 15. Insigne, not too bad. 10, decent stuff. And Neymar getting second spot, so he got first in goals and second in assists. A very good player. Lloris gets 14, Courtois also 14, and 2 goalkeepers on 10. And then the most expensive players is Dele Alli, over 100 million. I did not even know it would go that far on this game. To Manchester City, maybe Spurs won't win the league as much because they've lost one of their key players. Mane, pacey player to Roma, and then Leipzig sells Forsberg to Manchester City for 58.3 million. Alright, then the next season, and Bayern win the league, only getting 69 points. No team gets 70 or higher. Barcelona back up to their normal form of second. Chelsea's third. Manchester City making up the top 4. Sport in 4th. Spurs again don't win the league this time, but they won it last season. It's kind of like hit and miss with them. They win it, but don't win it. They win it, but don't win it. Real Madrid still not doing that great. I'm unimpressed. And looking down towards the bottom then, Aston Villa do better this time than Hoffenheim. So maybe Hoffenheim were not a good choice to put into this experiment. Then Barcelona, I think they've won this like 2 or 3 times now, done really well against Man City in the FA Cup. Real Madrid are now finally kings of Europe, even though they can't win anything in the league for some reason. They can never win the league. Manchester United now against Spurs, winning that. It's different every season. It's very interesting actually, having all these teams in one league. Chelsea then winning Europa League. And then Kane is getting the top spot now. I think the goals are starting to slowly go down now in terms of how many goals the top player is scoring. Okay, Coutinho gets 13. Now he's a Bayern player. So he didn't move to Barcelona. He didn't stay at Liverpool. He moved to Bayern Munich with 13 assists, and Jesus gets 11. Trapp gets 17. I mean, Courtois was close, but 17, that's nearly half a season's worth of clean sheets in one season. Not bad. Keita goes to Spurs, so maybe next season again they'll win the league. You never know. 83 million. Dolberg to Liverpool, 69 million, and Brand to Real Madrid. I looked at the ratings as well, by the way. I think it's 87, 88, and then 87, going down from the top to the bottom. Alright then, Spurs, again, what is going on? Top of the league once again. They've won it 3 times now. I mean, whoever made this game is a Spurs fan, okay? They've somehow tweaked some things around so that Spurs are OP every season, beating the likes of Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Chelsea to win the title. And this time 4 teams get over 70 points. Well done to you guys. Looking down a bit further then, Real Madrid in 13th place. They've obviously must have lost Ronaldo by now, and they're really struggling. Man City down the low as well. Wow. And the bottom 3 teams are Wolves again. They love coming last, don't they? Nice and Monaco. Alright, in the cup then, for the final time, Inter can win that. Spurs then win the Carabao Cup with the worst name ever. And Chelsea are kings of Europe once again. Okay, so Bayern Munich win the Champions Cup. In the Europa League then, Krasnodar they beat Mönchengladbach. Spurs then in the quarterfinals and lose to West Ham. So overall, pretty poor performance from the Premier League sides. And then Deulofeu gets 25 goals. This guy is a legend on this game. Why is he so good? Carrasco gets second, and then Muriel gets third. 8 assists for Eriksen, 8 for Insigne, and Bernardeschi gets 8 as well. Alright, Lafont gets 17 clean sheets. Pretty decent. 12, 12, 12. Lafont is incredible on this game for some reason. There's certain players that are just OP that you would not expect them to be that OP, and then there's certain teams like Spurs who are also OP. Anyway, the final 3 transfers for this video then. Rashford's now gone to Real Madrid and then moves to Manchester City. Casemiro stays at Real Madrid and then eventually moves to Manchester United this season. Sanabria goes to Bayern for 61 million, and that is going to be it for this video. You've seen what happens. Spurs are just incredible in this game. I don't know why, but they're so good. They won the league 3 times. 3 times. What is going on? Whoever coded EA's game, right? They're a Spurs fan, okay? So if you're an Arsenal fan, play PES. Don't buy this game because you're gonna end up seeing Spurs top of the league every season in career modes. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. It's been nice to get back into FIFA 18. Well, not back into it. I already just started it, but you know what I mean. Back into experiments, back into making FIFA videos, and hopefully this video goes out with a bang. Thanks for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!